What up guys, Zach from Elation. I'm going to show you how to replace a Gobo on a Paragon M. This video is going to be for those of you that have a cracked Gobo that probably got damaged during transportation, or you need to install a custom Gobo. So to get to the Gobos, we're going to have to take off the head covers. Ten screws each side. They're capture screws, so we don't have to worry about them falling out. Take off the safety cable. Put the head covers to the side. Now to get the other side. Same thing. We're going to want to remove the whole Gobo module. This module has the Gobo wheel, the color wheel, the CMY, the animation. But we're just going to take out the whole thing because it is one whole module. First, what we're going to want to do is we're going to have to disconnect it. We're going to disconnect this cable first. And then also this little cable that's connected to this PCB. These two will allow you just to remove the whole thing. That's all. And you can take out the whole module. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these 4 screws that are holding it in. These are also captured, so we don't have to worry about dropping them. The next thing to do is just pull it out. There shouldn't be anything blocking it, but it is kind of snug, so you want to pull it out as even as possible. There you go. Now that we got the module out, I can show you how to take out the Gobo. My bad, guys. I was a little too pumped on my Christmas music and it ruined my audio. So I'm just going to voice over the rest of this video. So what we're going to want to do is lift the Gobo with your finger and pull it away from the center. You can see when I pull it out of the slot, it has wings that I use my needle nose pliers to hold onto to pull it away from the center. On the retaining ring, you can see that there's a little lip. It's kind of curved in. Now we're going to want to put a pick or a hook behind that little lip. Before we take out the spring, what we're going to want to do is put our fingers on the rim of the Gobo. This spring does have tension on it, so when you take that pick to it, it's probably going to spring out on you. And we definitely don't want to lose a spring or have this shoot out anywhere near your face. So here you can see me hold in that spring and taking my hook behind the tab and using the leverage of the hook to get it out. You could see how much tension that spring had once I popped it out. It wouldn't be the worst idea to be wearing safety glasses. Once you remove the spring from the Gobo, you can go ahead and just pop out the glass Gobo from the back. I don't have a custom Gobo to put back in this unit, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the same Gobo back in. These Gobos do go a certain way. On the glass Gobo, you can see it has a lip on it. And on the holder, you can see that there's a place for it. Side note, we always want to put the black side facing the lens of the unit. We don't want to cause any reflection that could show on the output. Now we can go ahead and put back the spring. We want to make sure that that tab on the spring is installed further away from the Gobo. We want to make sure before we put the Gobo back in that we go ahead and clean the Gobo. We don't want any fingerprints or anything that could show up when the Gobo is projected. Another thing to note is that the gear of the Gobo holder and the inner gear of the Gobo wheel have dimples. I marked the Gobo with silver and the inner wheel with black so you could see it a little bit better. When I rotate the Gobo, each dot should line up with each other. The reason we do this is because if you're putting one Gobo into multiple lights, you're going to want to have all of them in the same orientation. There's a magnet on the Gobo wheel and on the single Gobo. The reason I'm mentioning this is because when the unit homes, it looks for the first magnet that's on the wheel. Then it looks for the magnet that's on the next Gobo. This is how the unit knows what Gobo position it's in and the position of the indexing. So if you're replacing multiple Gobos or you just so happen to remove the Gobo that has the magnet on it, you have to make sure to put it in the exact position that it came from. If you put it in another position, the unit will be looking for that Gobo that has a magnet on it. And if it doesn't find it, you're going to get a Gobo indexing error. As for the rest of the Gobos, you're free to swap them however you want. I'm sure some of you are like, hey, Zach, can I just remove the Gobo without removing its module? Yeah, you can. But I had to show you the way the Gobo wheel and its sensors work. just so you get a better understanding. But say you have 100 custom Gobos you need to install, this is going to be the way to do it for sure. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the lock on the arm is on your left side. The reason we do it on the left side is because it's easier to get to the Gobos from this side. So we're going to have to take off the head cover. I'm going to choose the one that's to my left of the opening. Lift up, pull out. Got the Gobo.